Continuation 14. The prestige of high birth promotes material enjoyment. Persons of lower castes, however, are restricted in their ability to enjoy in various ways. Though they are not eligible for material auspiciousness, they have every right and opportunity to attain eternal auspiciousness by serving the Supreme Lord. Even if one who is mad after material enjoyment attains the highest position and facility, it is all temporary and unfavorable for real auspiciousness. One who serves the absolute truth is the best of all, and one who is uninterested in the service of the absolute truth simply wastes his time trying to become the master of all temporary activities. He is certainly distinct from and inferior to the real servant of the absolute truth. Worldly education, high birth, and prestige of high position cannot hinder the genuine devotees of the Lord, especially those who accept only what is required, rather than being maddened by the spirit of enjoying this world, created by shadows. Such self-satisfied, humble devotees who know the art of engaging everything in the service of the Lord can actually attain the mercy of the Supreme Lord. And those who try to become more powerful by the help of various opulences like high position, high birth, and material erudition, thereby simply exhibit indifference toward receiving the mercy of the Lord. Therefore, there is no possibility of their achieving real auspiciousness. Sinful propensities, which increase unwanted nescience, are reflected in the hearts of people and stand in opposition to the service of the Lord, which is spiritually illuminating. The great devotee Sri Madhavendra Puri says, translation, "All my prayers 3 times a day, all glory to you. O bathing, I offer my obeisances unto you. O demigods, O forefathers, please excuse me for my inability to offer you respects. Now, wherever I sit, I can remember the great descendant of the Yadu dynasty, Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa, and thereby I can free myself from all sinful bondage. I think this is sufficient for me." End translation. One devotee emotionally expressed himself to the Lord as follows. Translation. My daily bath has been contaminated. My activities have been ruined. My Sandhya prayers have become fruitless like a barren wife. My study of the Vedas has been disturbed. My scriptures have been retired to a box. My religious principles have become afflicted, and my irreligiosity has been diminished. All because of the being of my heart is constantly kissing the lotus feet of Yadavendra, the king of the Yadu dynasty. End translation. These sentiments of devotees who are free from material existence can never be understood by people who are sinful, low class, and either regulated or unregulated followers of rituals. If a sinful, fallen living entity, guided by the Smritis, actually realizes these sentiments of the devotees, then no one can describe his good fortune. Many persons foolishly criticize the short-sighted or blind person's right and necessity for wearing glasses, without realizing the utility of the glasses. Similarly, the smartas consider the Vaishnava ordinary living entities like themselves. Actually, there's a gulf of difference between the smartas and the devotees. We have already quoted the statements of a few scriptures and the confidential mood of some devotees in this regard. The intelligent Prakriti-janas will realize the position and respectability of the Hari-janas from these statements. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11:251 as follows. Translation. If one does not become proud of one's material body, made of skin and flesh, in spite of taking an aristocratic birth, such as that of a Brahmin, executing pious activities like giving and accepting charity, and having a prestigious position within Varnashram society, then one is to be considered the dearmost servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. End translation. Although Vaishnavas may appear in a family of Brahmins, act as acharyas, and be respected by the entire world, they never become proud of their high social order as Brahmins, their high social position as sannyasis, or their seminal or initiated high caste. Only the smartas, who are attached to fruitive activities, develop strong aversion to Lord Hari due to their excessive attachment to material life. In order to understand the adverse mentality of materialistic karmis, one should study the following verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10:84-13. Translation. The Supreme Lord said, anyone who, because of giving up the transcendental realization of a Vaishnava and developing excessive attachment to the material world, accepts this bodily bag of three elements, bile, mucus, and air, as his self, considers the byproducts of the body to be his kinsmen, considers material objects as worshipable, considers ordinary bodies of water as holy places of pilgrimage, and lacks proper understanding of Vishnu and the Vaishnavas, is no better than an ass or a cow. In translation. The devotees of the Lord do not praise their intelligence. One should attentively consider verse 38 from the 5th chapter of the Brahma Samhita, which says, Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokyanti yam shama shundaram achintya guna svarupam govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. Translation. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shama-Sundar, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the materialistic sahajiyas, due to their fruitive mentality, enjoying spirit, and mundane imagination, think that they have seen, and whom the pure devotees, Hari-janas, see in their heart of hearts with the eye of devotion tinged with the salve of love. End translation. The smartas and devotees have different methods and objects of vision, which foolish ordinary people cannot understand. According to the realization of Thakur Bilvamangala Dev, if such devotion awakens in one's heart, then the mood of a real Harijan will automatically manifest in that devotee's heart. As stated in the Krishna Karanamrita 107. Translation. O my Lord, if one engages in your pure devotional service, free from karma, jnana, and sense gratification, with determination, you become visible in your original, transcendental, youthful form as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As far as liberation is concerned, she stands before the devotee with folded hands, waiting to render service. Religion, economic development, and sense gratification, which are difficult to achieve for non-devotees with material desires, are all automatically attained without separate endeavor. End translation. The smartas, or non-devotees, who are simply attached to rules and regulations, are content with the fruits of the four aims of life: religion, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. Yet, these four principles naturally and submissively remain under the feet of the Hari-janas. The Hari-janas are liberated persons, so they have no enthusiasm for conditioned life. When do the karmis give up their occupational duties and understand the glories of devotional service to the Lord? The Srimad Bhagavatam 11:14-14 gives the following illustration. Translation. The Supreme Lord said, "The devotee who has offered his soul to me does not want anything if it is separate from me. Not the position of the supreme demigod of the universe, Brahma, nor that of Lord Indra, nor kingship over the entire earth, or over the lower planetary systems, nor the mystic perfections of yoga, nor even freedom from the cycle of rebirth." End translation. These are constitutional symptoms of devotees. Sri Hari is the only goal and object of the Hari-janas. Others naturally become bewildered by the good birth and education of the Brahmins, or by wealth, opulences, and success in trade of the Kshatriyas and Vaishyas. The feelings and behavior of non-devotees are completely different to the feelings and behavior of devotees. The former are influenced by contamination and lamentation, whereas the latter are full of ecstasy in the service of Hari. The saint Kulashekar Alvar, a perfect devotee, who was the king of Kerala, has stated, Translation. My Lord, I have no attraction for performing religious rituals or holding any earthly kingdom. I do not care for sense enjoyments. Let them appear and disappear in accordance with my previous deeds. My only desire is to be fixed in devotional service to your lotus feet, even though I may continue to take birth here, life after life. End translation.